Hello, dear great minds. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the time you are listening to me. Welcome to another episode of the Enlightenment Series, a weekly podcast brought to you by Haskinization Global. In this podcast, we explore ideas that inspires growth, that inspires transformation, and inspires purposeful living. In today's episode, I am so delighted to be sharing a topic with you that says the dreams of kings. I want you to know that this topic is going to be thought-provoking and is going to help you so much if you pay attention and you listen well. In this episode, we shall be exploring why the future you will live tomorrow is largely dependent on the dreams you decide to carry today. That is to say that the dreams you have today actually determines the outcome of your future tomorrow. So let the conversation begin. The dreams of kings. The dreams of kings. Throughout history, there is a fascinating pattern among great rulers, and this pattern is a pattern known as dreams. Yes, great rulers are not just ordinary people. They are people who dream. They are people who usually have dreams, and not just ordinary dreams that come from their sleep, not just dreams of the night, but these dreams are dreams that spark up possibility, and it is something we need to pay attention to because it is not just a one-off event, but it is historically proven that kings are men of dreams. They are people who dream, and their dreams are the things that often determine the flow of things in their kingdom, and even in some situations, the world at large. For us to have a better understanding on this topic, I would like to take us to history, and we'll be talking about certain kings who had certain dreams, and these dreams sparked up a lot of things about their kingdoms, how dreams saved them from making terrible decisions, and how dreams sometimes were the channels through which they were warned from doing certain things. First of all, I will begin with a powerful ruler in ancient Egypt who was named Abimelech. Abimelech unknowingly made a decision that could have destroyed his reputation and destabilized his household. But before the consequences unfolded, he had a dream. And in that dream, the dream revealed the truth of situations to him. And that dream warned him of the dangers that were ahead. This single dream changed his actions and it preserved his honor as a king. See how powerful a dream could be. He took a wrong decision unknowingly, but then he was warned in the dream. And that dream made him to reconsider his ways, and it preserved his honor as king. Now another great ruler in the same kingdom of Egypt. You should know that Egypt is one of the hubs for global civilization, especially in the ancient time. There was a king in Egypt who was known as the Pharaoh, and Pharaoh had a disturbing dream that no one could explain actually. And in this his dream, he got to see two different cycles, cycle of abundance and a cycle of famine. This dream had brought about a mystery. This dream brought about a strategy that actually saved the whole world for a period of 7 years. The world experienced famine and drought in that season, but a king had a dream, and in that dream, a strategy was revealed to him as to how he can save his kingdom and also the whole world. You can see how powerful dreams can be. You can see how the dream of one king could save the whole world at his time. My final example on a king that had a dream is the story of a powerful emperor of one of the ancient world powers then, known as Babylon. His name was Nebuchadnezzar, and he had a dream so troubling that it shook him deeply. It was a dream that caused a king to fear. You can imagine how that feels, that a king that is ruling provinces and nations was afraid because of a dream. The dream actually revealed to him the rise and fall of great empires and the changing orders of the world power in those days. It's as if his future briefly appeared to him in his dream, and he saw how his kingdom was going to go down. And guess what? What happened in the dream actually came to pass in reality. His kingdom came to an end, or would I say, his reign came to an end in a unceremonious manner. And he had seen the signs already in the dream. So you can imagine. So when you look at these stories I've just mentioned, you will see that there was a pattern that emerged again and again. And the pattern is that the future of kingdoms are always in the dreams of their kings. The future of kingdoms are always in the dreams of their kings. Before events are shaped in the outside world, they often appear as visions, they often appear as dreams in the minds of their leaders. That is actually how things work. So now, come to think of it, if kings through history were guided by dreams that shaped their kingdoms, how does it concern me and you? What does that say about the role of dreams in shaping our own lives? Well, I would like you to know that every person is a king of a kingdom. Every person is a king of a kingdom. Kings are not only those who sit on thrones, who hold scepters. No. Every human governs something. Every human governs a sphere of influence. So every human is a king. You have a kingdom, I have a kingdom, we are kings. Your kingdom may be your life, it may be your career, it may be your family, it may be your ideas, it may be your impact, it may be your vision, it may be your purpose, it may be your job, it may be that thing you just love. That may be your kingdom. So in this sense, every human being is a king of a personal kingdom, regardless of whether or not they are from a royal bloodline. Whether you are from a royal family or not, you are a king. You are a king of a kingdom. You are a king of a kingdom. So when we talk about kings and dreams, you are fully involved in this topic because you are also a king. You have a kingdom and you are directly involved when we talk about kings and dreams. So, talking about dreams, there are two types of dreams. And these two types of dreams will lead us to the other part of our conversation in this episode. We have dreams of the night and we have dreams of vision. The dreams of the night are the dreams you experience while sleeping. Meanwhile, the dreams of visions are those ideas, the possibilities, and the future that captures your imagination. The dreams of vision has to do with the picture of the future that you can imagine. Dreams of the night are very powerful and they are very, very important, especially as it has to do with insight into spiritual matters. But the focus of our conversation in this episode will be on the second type of vision, which is the second type of dream, which is the dreams of vision. And the dreams of vision are actually the kind of dreams that shape destinies. You may not see dreams in your sleep. That is fine. Yeah, that's very, very fine. But you must have vision. You must have dreams of vision. If you are not visionary, permit me to tell you that you are already in trouble. So you have to be a visionary person so that you will escape trouble. I've seen people who don't remember the dreams they have at night. It's actually normal for a number of persons, and in fact, for some persons, they have dreams that don't really make too much sense at night. They are not something you can corroborate with. It is not something you can relate with. Well, if you fall in that category, we may talk about you in another episode. But in this particular episode, we are talking about the dreams of vision. The dreams of vision. Why you must be visionary as a king. So, why must kings dream? Why kings must dream? Why must a king dream? A king must dream and have vision because these are the things that create direction for his kingdom. These are the things that create direction for his kingdom. As a king, which you are, without dreams, you will only react to life. And then you are not created to be a reactor. You are not just created to react to things. You are created to live beyond reaction. You are created to live by design. You are created to live by direction. So you see, your dreams and your vision as a king are the things that determine your direction. Your dreams and your vision are the things that give you purpose. They give you direction to life. They give you a foreseeable picture of your tomorrow. That's what I mean when I say dreams and vision creates direction. That is one of the reasons why a king must dream. Another reason why a king must dream is that dreams and visions expand possibilities. They expand possibilities. You see, your dreams and visions allow you to see beyond your present limitations. They allow you to see beyond just today. They allow you to see beyond where you are currently. They make you see things beyond the ordinary. They give you a kind of exposure that is not within the sphere of where you are currently. Every great idea usually begins with a vision that someone has. Every great idea, every great thing you see began with a vision in the mind of someone. So, your dreams and vision expands your possibility. Final reason why kings must dream is that dreams and visions are the things that shape the future. Dreams and visions are the things that shape the future. The size of your future is a reflection of the size of your vision. If your vision is small, definitely your future will be small. If your vision is great, then most assuredly you have a great future waiting for you. So, your dreams and your visions are what shape your future. Your dreams and your visions shape your future to a large extent. So now, what are the dangers of living without a dream as a king that you are? A person without a dream is a person that lacks direction. A person without a dream is a person that lives to survive and has very little impact to make. A person without a dream is a person that remains limited to his or her present situations. That is why it is dangerous to live without a vision. It is dangerous to live without a dream. You will lack direction, you will just be moving. You move like king stops dreaming, his kingdom stops growing. When a king stops dreaming, his kingdom stops growing. The moment a king loses vision, a king doesn't have vision, every other thing that is within his kingdom continues that way. So you see why it is dangerous for a king to live without dreaming. Sometimes we just live our lives and we don't pay attention to certain things, and that is why we fail to grow. That is why we fail to see certain possibilities. When kings don't pay attention to their dreams, that is how their society will also be. That's how their kingdoms will also look like. It was John C. Maxwell who was speaking in his book, The 21 Laws of Irrefutable Leadership, that the followers are just an exaggerated version of their leader. So imagine a kingdom where a king doesn't have a vision. Most definitely that's how the society will be, that's how his kingdom will be. You as a king, if you don't have a vision, you don't have a dream, that is how everything around your kingdom will look like. And it ought not to be so. Unforeseen circumstances are actually foreseen. It's only that people fail to pay attention to the dreams and visions they have. Sometimes people try to blame situations and you hear them say things like, oh, it's because of unforeseen circumstances. It's because of unforeseen circumstances. Well, permit me to let you know that circumstances are not unforeseen. No. Most of the circumstances that are unforeseen are actually seen. It's just that the king in that situation fails to pay attention to dreams and visions. Yeah. So you must pay attention to your vision. You must pay attention to your dreams as a king. Or else you live a life of danger. You live and lead a dangerous life. So I would like to ask you, what future are you imagining? What vision keeps you returning to your goals? What vision keeps returning to your mind all the time? What dreams do you have? What dreams have you been afraid to pursue? What future are you foreseeing as a king? From now to the space of the next 7 years, what will be the size of your kingdom? Will your kingdom enjoy based on the dividends of the kind of dreams you have for it, or it will suffer? Ask yourself these questions. Sometimes the dreams inside you is not just for you, it is meant to transform the world around you. Because you're a king, your dreams are not limited to you alone. There are people who are attached to your dream. There are nations who are attached to your dream. There are societies attached to your dream. There are destinies attached to your dream. There are opportunities attached to your dream. And if you fail to dream, a lot of things will go wrong. So I beseech you on this episode to dare to dream again. Dare to imagine the future. Because history consistency shows that the future belongs to those who first see it in their minds. So I challenge you, dear great minds, dare to dream. Cristiano Ronaldo once said, and I quote, "Dreams are not what you see in your sleep. Dreams are things which do not let you sleep. So, don't tell people your dreams. Show them." So, this brings me to the end of this episode. And until the next episode, stay enlightened, stay intentional, and never forget that an enlightened mind creates a transformed life, and a transformed life leads to empowerment. I remain YAKUBU, the founder of Organization Global, and this is the Enlightenment Series brought to you by Organization Global. Thank you and God bless you.